Hey YouTube, Justin with Tag 2 Weapons here for the Second Amendment. In this video, I will be assembling the barrel and putting it back into our upper. So what we're going to do is just set our lower and upper aside after we got it assembled. And we'll set it right here for now, off to the side. What we're going to need is our barrel. After you've oiled and cleaned this barrel all up and everything and re-lubed the inside of your upper, put a little coat of oil on this part here where this here goes into your upper, because it'll make it come apart a heck of a lot easier. So what I'm going to do is grab it down here on the bottom to take my hand off this entire surface. Remember in the video I told you be careful about the spring. One side is bigger than the other. Take our barrel nut and put everything over here to the side. We're going to need to put this on first, like that. Take our spring and put that on and make sure it goes on the right way and pay attention. See? So flip the spring around. It should be like that. We're going to take the guide rod, slide it in over top of the barrel, and the spring will go up inside this. We're going to make sure it's all lined up, which it's got to look like this, and push back on the guide rod and just leave it like this for now. Now this is your bolt assembly. After you've cleaned this, you don't have to really take it apart. I just clean it this way and everything, and make sure everything's clear. Make sure your firing pin comes out good. Make sure there's no carbon buildup on the end of it, which it looks good. You can see there. So what I'm going to do here is push down. As you can see here, when I was doing that there opened up. So I'm going to push down on that. And you got your extractor here that sticks off. Well, the extractor, when you put this bolt back onto this guide rod assembly, that extractor has got to fit into this groove right here where my finger's sitting. So what we're going to do is grab back here while we're holding and take and pull back on this guide rod assembly and hold on to it tight. Take this bolt assembly, and inside here you have this notch here. So we want to take it, slide over here. We want to try and hold on to everything tightly as possible and push forward on that and slowly ease everything forward. And our extractor should line up with the groove, just like that. So that's how all that looks. So we're going to grab it there, tilt it up like this, make sure everything is seated properly. Take our lower and our barrel. We want to slide these guide rods into the grooves that's on here, which I'll show you guys here. So what I'm going to do is just go like this, slide this straight in, and then push down onto the barrel, which I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to take my hand on the end of the barrel and put the other end of the gun on the floor. And just go like that and tap down on it. It should be like that. Then pick back up like this. You have your barrel nut here. We're going to take the spring. We're going to pull up on this spring while we got a hold of the barrel. So we take some of the tension off of the barrel nut and get this fastened. Just simply make sure you're not going to cross thread this. You may turn it back the other way and play around with it until it starts threading in. Make sure it's threading in even, and you should be able to finger tighten this. Pretty much, it should go in pretty easily. As you can see here, I'm not having no trouble with it. So I'm going to let the spring forward now since I got it finger tight, and that's not going to come back apart. So to tighten this nut up, what we're going to do is take the notch on the tool and put it on the bolt side. Like here, I'll show you guys this way so you guys can see. And this is where our bolt is. We're going to go to the farthest one over as possible. And just go like this. While I'm looping the tool over top of the barrel nut, I'm going to push down. And it's tightening it. So we're going to make sure this is pretty tight because one of 3 reasons. When I got this gun, I went over it and made sure everything was tight. So I'm going to put my finger on top of the tool. I'm going to palm this. So what that's making sure is the barrel is seated into the upper pretty tight, and it's not going to shift or move when the gun's firing. So I'm just going like that to palm it a couple of times, make sure it's not going to turn no more, and then pull down on it with my thumb, make sure it's not going to turn, and it's pretty good there. So there's that. And the next video, I will show you guys how to put the rest of the gun back together. Comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next vid.